Namaste. Welcome to another spiritual lecture. Tonight's topic is hypnosis, consciousness, and intuition. With sound and vision comes a hypnotic effect in which the sensories are being sedated. I began this film by playing the boron at alternating strokes in 4/4 between the clicks of the pendulums and the Newton's cradle. So I'm becoming attuned to the contrast in tones, with the sparseness of clicks to the density of the drum, and the sparseness of clicks at a free octave range ranging from F sharp to G flat in the kilohertz frequency of 92.499. As the sound comes to an end, the volume diminishes. At the beginning is an intensity, and I'm abiding by the axiom tempus fugit, the Latin of time flies, so I'm accepting time and infinity as moving forces, and with it being an Irish drum and being in Ireland, I am declaring awe and appreciation to Belinus, the Celtic god of the sun, and then it becomes less regimented as the volume diminishes. Musically speaking, this would be printed on tabs as DS to fade, and we become more aware to the axiom in Swahili, Hakuna Matata, meaning no worries. So we're transcending from detachment in order to evolve. In consciousness, it's about being awake in the present moment, and one of the most useful qualities is shock. It's like a mental catheter to enhance the psyche, and could be most related to the phrase associated with John the Baptist, baptism in fire. In other words, when you're presented in a situation, pressure's good because you have to act in the moment in order to improve yourself. And I've always believed music to be a religious adherence to the concept of time. So we're absorbing and projecting how truth is perceived at that present moment. And I also believe there to be no straight lines in nature, and that's again an acceptance of consciousness in relation to truth, because speed and sound are invisible, but they move and they battle in waves and forces of light, all against time. So what intuition should teach us is that silence has a voice, and the wind and thunder are organic music aligned to Thor, the Norse god of thunder, and as above, so below, an axiom symbolically aligned to a hexagram, a six-figured star, arguably the Star of David. Upwards, it represents Earth's elements of fire with a red triangle, and downwards, a blue triangle, water, so symbolic and aligned to motivation and sensitivity. So when you're quite strong in an emotional sense, you're on fire, and when you maybe have some shock or bad news, you become more vulnerable. So you're more aligned to water and Aquarius, so blue sensitivity, and all this is acknowledging and accepting Lucifer, who we know is a fallen angel. So With Lucifer, we subscribe and surrender to temptation, vice, and modesty. So I would align Lucifer being an archetype of keeping the ego at bay and vulnerability as basically a motive to improve and succeed in the future. Namaste. Thank you for listening.